Kenya is the most developed country in East Africa and one of the most developed countries in Africa. This is due to the fact that it has had a lot of development projects over the years, and every president who has been sworn in since the country got its independence has initiated more programs to try and push this country ahead in terms of development and invention of new structures. Some of the projects that were initiated are underway while others are complete, like the Kenyan Expressway, which was built with an intention of improving the traffic congestion in Kenya, especially in Nairobi city. Now, some of these projects are still underway while others are yet to be initiated due to the shortage of funds. Now, the first project that was initiated was the Pinnacle Tower project, which was intended to cost the country $200 million. It will be located in Upper Hill in Nairobi and accommodate more than 1,500 residents. And the second project is the Malindi to Bagamoyo Highway. This project is intended to cost Kenya $751 million. And it will be a highway that is 110 kilometers, 66 miles, and running on the border of Tanzania. This program is intended to improve the country's transport everywhere. As we move on, the third program that was initiated in this country was the Kipevu Oil Terminal, which will cost the country $395 million. This was intended to lower sanction of pipes to the seabed and improve the oil transport in Kenya. Now, as we move on, the third one is the Kenya Mega Dam project, which is intended to build more than 10 dams in Kenya, that is in Makueni, in Kisumu, in Nakuru, and many other places. Then we have the Kenya-Nairobi Expressway, which is a project that was meant to cost the country a lot of money, that is 550 million, but it comes with a great opportunity that reducing congestion, especially in Nairobi, and reduce the traffic, which has been costing Kenya over 1 billion shillings in every year. Now, the fourth one is the Kenya Geothermal Energy Project, which is a great project because this country is the leading in the production of geothermal electricity. It's a great project that will improve the country's economy and also help people who are outside this country. Now, some other projects that are still underway while others are yet to be initiated are the Tattoo City. The Tattoo City is a project that is underway. It has improved so much and it requires a lot of money too. Then we have the Mombasa Port Expansion Project. We also have the LAPSSET project and the Konza City Technology. Now, the Mombasa Port Expansion Project is intended to improve the port harbor because Mombasa is one of the busiest ports in the world. All these projects together will improve the country's economy and the development of its infrastructure.
So all the programs and the projects I have talked about that the Kenya is intending to initiate, while others are still in progress, will cost this country over $5 billion. And common mwananchi, when everyone is really keen, you realize that all these projects that have been initiated, none of them is meant to improve the environment. Now, today I was supposed to show you the documentary I have covered for the last 1 year about environmental pollution, especially water pollution, the rivers within Nairobi. I am a resident of Nairobi, so I was covering majorly the Nairobi River and all the other rivers in Nairobi. Most of them have been polluted by the residents, and people have given up because the government is not doing anything. None of the projects that I've talked about are intended to have an intention of improving this country. All the projects are meant to develop structures, but none of them is meant to improve the conditions of the river and the sanitation of the water that the people are drinking.
This is Soweto, part of Kayole. When you walk around this place, it seems like a really nice place to stay. Back in the day, this used to be an informal settlement, as I have been told by some of the residents. Over the years, it's been transformed into a nice living place. Over 10,000 people stay here in peace and harmony, and they have no problem with each other or the government. They have been staying here for a long time without any trouble at all.
Okay, so today I am here in Soweto River. As you can see,
this is a part of Soweto River, and it had clean water at the beginning. The residents used to get this as their main source of water, but look at this. It has been polluted over the years. This kind of pollution is so bad. People here have been complaining so much that it's not the residents who pollute this river, but people who stay far away on the river banks or on the far end of this river. These are the kind of people who have been polluting this river for a long time. But even the residents themselves, when you have a better look, you'll see that there is some sort of a dump site on the side of the river, and it's the residents who stay here.
Nilikuwa nikuulize, according to you, unaonaje hii mto watu wagani wanaharibu? Ni watu wenye wanaishi hapa around ama ni watu wa mbali?
Well, according to me, it's the people who stay far away who ruin this river. They throw rubbish and ruin our environment. According to some of the residents who stay here, they claim that those people who stay far away throw rubbish in this river, and it's drained on their side, and they get affected.
Watu wanalalamika sana juu inaleta malaria, watoto wanakuwa wagonjwa kila wakati juu ya hiyo uchafu na hiyo harufu yenye inatoa. Saa zingine mvua ikinyesha, maji inajaa hadi inaingia kwa nyumba zetu wenye tunaishi hapa karibu. Maji inatuaffect, inaingia kwa nyumba zetu. Sasa hatuwezi kuwa na amani ama hatuwezi kaa vizuri sana.
Well, when you have a good look, this is a kid fetching water. This is the only water that they can use for consumption. This is a rusted pipe with a few holes. It's dripping some clean water. This is the only water they get to consume because they don't have any other source of clean water. This is so bad because they have tried so much to cry to the government, but it has not come to their aid. This riverbank is being polluted at large.
Na wewe like ukiangalia vizuri penye maji iko, unadhani like watu wenye wanakaa hapa wanatumia hii maji?
Hapana. Watu wengi kwa contaminated.
This is a small dump site by the riverside. People claim that it has affected the water, and if nothing is done, it will increase and affect it even more because even the domestic animals around here depend on this water. This issue is becoming very serious because these people do not have another way to help themselves. This kind of plastic bags and containers are affecting their normal daily standards of living.
Okay, as I moved on, this is part of Kariobangi River. As you can see, they are still experiencing the same problem of water pollution on the riverbanks, and this is the same problem everywhere: Nairobi River, Kariobangi River, and even Mathare River. The problem of water pollution is so diverse in that people have given up with the fact that they're trying to clean it, but to pollute it more and more because they are expecting the government to come in, but the government is giving them a cold shoulder in the same way, expecting that the citizens themselves, especially the residents who stay around the rivers, to clean it themselves.
and be responsible of the river. This is so tough because the residents are depending on the government, and in doing so, the river keeps on being polluted each and every day. This is a part of Kariobangi River. We just visited a specific part due to insecurities, because this river leads all the way from an informal settlement, and it has a high rate of insecurity. Kariobangi River still experiencing the same problem. There is some sort of dam site also being built up. People claim that in the past this water was really good for consumption, but over the years it has been polluted more and more. Here in Kariobangi it's worse, because they even have a junk site. People have thrown here old and used cars, which emit those kind of chemicals in the river, and the river is not good for consumption, because the domestic and wild animals depend on this water as their main means of consumption. This is still an issue that has to be solved, because nothing has been done yet, and it's the responsibility of the residents around here to do it themselves, because the government can't come in if the residents don't show any sign of trying to clean this river. Now, today I am covering this concept of river pollution, especially here in Nairobi. I am here in Mathare River. As you can see, this river has been polluted so much by the residents around here, in that the water is not safe for drinking. This issue of river pollution is very, very tough. And as you can see, the government is not doing anything to cover up this issue. Now, follow me, help me, so that we can reach out to the government, so that it can give help to these people and make this water river safe for consumption. This is part of Mathare River too. It's another river I visited in a span of 2 weeks. I have been to Soweto, I have been to Kariobangi, and now Mathare. The same problem of water pollution, especially on the riverbanks. This is Mathare, and this Mathare River is on the verge of being polluted even much more, because there are so many residents here, and it's an informal resident. Over 10,000 people stay here, and all of them pollute this river and make it worse for consumption. No animal can even use this water, because in the past it was used for washing clothes, and some people used to bathe here, but right now it can't be used, because it has been polluted even much more. Some industries around here also emit their poisonous waste inside here, and people throw here their fecal matter, people throw here plastics, old and used clothes, all kinds of rubbish are here, and they're even creating a dump site on the side of the river. And the worst part is that they are creating a dump site in a sense that they don't even care what it will do to the water here, because now that they claim that the water can't be used anymore, so there is no point in keeping it clean. So they keep on polluting it even more and more. This issue is becoming really tough, and if nothing is done, it will be even an ending story, because nothing will be done. If you look at the top, these are an informal settlement. People stay here, but they don't care about the river. They just keep on throwing rubbish and creating more and more dam sites. The worst part is that this river passes through one of the busiest roads, and people who pass through here just look at this river and are so sad, and don't know what to do about it. Even these dam sites are a source of food to some of the people here. Some residents claim that busted sewage pipes are also a leading source to the pollution of this river. Untreated sewage is being released in these rivers, making it even worse and worse. The people claim that they don't have the protective gear, they don't have the best means to clean this river, so the only way they can clean it is if the government comes in and helps them, because them alone they can't do this. They can't do this on their own unless they get help. As we moved on, we come across a group of people who have dedicated themselves they have given themselves the job to try and clean the environment. They let people collect all kinds of rubbish, especially plastics and plastic containers and old used stuff. They bring them here in exchange for some money. These people have given themselves the job to try and clean the environment. Unlike all the other places I have visited, these people are at least doing something to try and clean the environment. All those people who stay within those residents that are highly unhygienic, or those places that are polluted at a large rate, they collect all those kind of rubbish and bring them here, and these people work really hard to try and get this rubbish to a recycling center. This is some sort of a recycling center where people from informal settlement bring in all kinds of plastic containers so that they can be recycled.
I buy plastic as they are. So later on I sell them kwa watu wa recycle. So they recycle. Yeah, I buy plastic, I buy box.
So hii inasaidia kusikuwe na uchafu kwa mazingira, si ndio? So, na wanatoa wapi uchafu yote? So ni mingi.
Wanatoa wapi? Ndio normal. Sasa wanatoa wapi? Wanaokota tu.
Wanaokota huko.
Garbages, unaona garbages zikitoka kwa mahau. They collect, ama wanaitwa masupa, wanasafisha hii chafu yote. Sasa unaona plastic ni kitu tunatumia in our daily life.
So wanachukua huko nje na ni kila mtu mnawalipa, si ndio?
Na kila mtu akikuja wakileta na walipa, wanaenda. Na mimi sasa na baki zote zikitosha mzigo nauza.
Sawa.
Yeah.
This lady claims here that she collects all kinds of rubbish, especially plastic, because they are non-biodegradable, and sells them to a recycle center as a means of earning a living. Together we can join this lady because she is doing something. If we all come together and try to clean these rivers, it will help reduce the kind of the all rubbish around the rivers, and not just in rivers but in also informal settlement, and make a better living for everyone, and reduce all kinds of diseases like cholera, typhoid, all those kind of diseases that are brought about by unhygienic environments. Kenya has come from really far, and trying to make it or returning back to its former state of being green, we all need to come together and have a responsibility of our own environment. We should not depend on the government, but all together we can do this and bring this country ahead in terms of development.